honest, I would have pushed for free bans, but we can't change ban rules mid-tourney. It's illegal. DT5, it's obviously
I forgot.
Kata to Kodoku no Oi Hoshi. That's what DT5 is. But I mean, yeah, we should just get started, eh?
So, our what one to begin with?
One. Ooh, Seimei no Tomoshibi finality. Ooh, big Issa, although it's a bit inflated from the rework, obviously.
I can't find my button. Uh-oh. Why can't I find my button?
Sunyan.
Sunyan. Oh. Wait, why is this button actually invisible? Type shit. Oh, there we go.
This is just your John number 1. I mean,
Wait.
Inti. But it's a bit of a step up. I mean, we saw quite a few FCs on last week's number 1. So, I hope we see some more FCs, because this map is more of the same but harder, you know? Just 202 BPM, a comfort AR, comfort OD. CS 4.2 shouldn't be too much of an issue. If you're an aim enjoyer, you should probably die happy with this map. If you found last week's one too easy, hopefully this one's hard enough. So a huge thank you to our playtesters and poolers this week. They put in quite a lot of work into this.
Yeah, like lots of feedback.
There was more feedback this round than every other round combined.
Just like, yeah, lots of differing opinions, but at the end of the day, we put in a really huge shift to come up with a pool that, you know, I think it's
going to break your legs.
Yeah. Well,
this,
better
if
it's finals, then better.
If you still find the pools like really easy, you're probably starting to be in contention for the core roster of our OWC team. That is all I will say.
We love Captain 1 maps.
He's from Osu. That's crazy. Ooh, 1/3 nails. They're not very hard, so I hope you don't break on them. If you have the aim to play this map, but not the aim and tapping to play the 1/3, it'd be kind of a sad way to go out. But I mean, someone like Meteor, someone like Jeremy, someone like P, maybe even Rail. I expect we might still see a lot of FCs on this map. But I mean, look at those kick sliders and the aim. Look at all the 1-2s. This one, much harder. It's more of a consistency check as well. Yeah, if you can play this full, you're probably like starting to get to cat level A. You're gonna have to be pretty damn well-rounded to play this, although I expect we should still have 4 players that can play like quite a few of the maps. But now if you're like heavily invested in one skill set and one skill set only at this star rating, then winning matches just got a whole lot harder.
Yeah.
Hope this pool is hard enough for everyone. We still have people saying like some of the maps were just too easy last week.
I mean, yeah, like the thing about stuff like the GT1 where we had like very much close to like 4 FCs.
It's not one. Now, the next map you might recognize, it's somewhat well known in the community, in my opinion. Just a little bit. So, last week's No Mod 2 people didn't enjoy, like, they thought it was too easy, so I hope this one's hard enough now. Dream No Mod 1 and Aim No Mod 2. Holy truth, Nuke. But if you don't know this map, I mean, I feel like it kind of doesn't need an introduction.
Yep.
You need 200 stamina now. You can't get away with just being like a low BPM stream chud like me.
Mangalo has seen this, and Mangalo has seen this in the Bronze Ages. So.
Yeah, if you should be able to beat Ningaloo, bro. Next time we can pull power metal just for you, Jeremy. It's okay. But yeah, it's important to look out for the aim on this map. If there's a competition between two players that can tap this, it's really going to come down to the jump spikes, I feel like. In which case, a more consistent no-mod player will probably be finding success. Oh, and also the first like 1,000, I want to say 500 combo of this map is much easier than the last 1,000-ish combo. I would know because I've FC'd the first half of this map, but I don't think I've ever passed the second half.
That is a classic.
But also a bit of a stamina step up.
Yeah. And also just thinking about a winner's bracket match, Rail versus P.
Will this map not be banned? Will Rail not ban for No Mod 2?
The Rail gotta play it for the culture.
I mean, can P tap this? I don't know anymore.
Yeah.
Can Rail tap this? I don't know.
Hasapi versus Jeremy playing this? We kind of insane. But Jeremy can tap this BPM too.
I mean, if you look at his top play...
Yeah, he has an FC on this, no?
I wonder what his top play is of Hard Rock. Rail disrespects culture. Exactly, he's breaking from traditionalist norms. This bastard. He plays Wing My Way HR instead of DT. How impetulant. Oh yeah, and then there's like the Floem. The Floem on this is actually somewhat like not spaced. It's pretty, I want to say partially comfy. The twists and turns, when you start to get nervous, they're pretty rough.
Yeah.
It's really the ending where if you can play the first half, then like you're not just like a LARP, but if you can play the second half, you're actually pretty good at tapping and flow aim.
100%.
Because it's a real consistency test past here. You see the diff streams come out. I mean, you've probably seen the map. I hope. It's where all the big jumps are too. Jeremy, if you don't FC this, then you're kind of a fake. Then again, his pop play was probably cheated. If you look at the ending jumps, his ass was not hitting that.
Huge allegations.
Well, I'm saying that edge hit is not real in that replay. Oh yeah, but this is like the part. It's actually like kind of easy to just find a one miss here and then like explode your score with like the slight curves and dips in the flow aim.
Yeah, there's like the one note which just
like that.
There's like one note in the stream which kind of like deviates off from the stream and like kind of throws you for a loop.
It's like Road of Resistance, but better in every way. Because Road of Resistance stream, you don't mind block it. But that's no mod 2. It's not power metal, so you should be happy. And up next, no mod 3. Ooh, it's 204 BPM. What the hell? It sounds kind of jazzy. Yeah, we have a swing alt no mod free. If you remember round of 16, it's like that, but harder in every single way. I think Rail can single tap this, but he might have to ult some patterns. You do need a pro skin for AR10.
Did we see Rail play the normal 3 from
I don't know, bro.
like 2
I don't
rounds
have
ago?
that kind of memory.
I think he low-key struggled on it, but maybe I'm tripping.
Everyone struggles on 5-star ult 'cause it's the easiest stuff to shipness in the world. But anyways, AR 9.5, OD9. This is a massive aim control check, and it's kind of mostly focused on the aim part of that aim control, right?
Yeah.
Because you can get aim control and cut streams and whatnot, but that's starting to lean into flow aim. This is really about just that aim comfort, snapping all of these doubles, and then being able to transition to that light flow aim requirement on the cut patterns.
I'm turning chat ticker off after this.
Keep it on, bro. What? Wisdom from the best here, bro. If you guys want to win the tournament, you need a pro skin on the HR maps. I don't know if you can play them with the default.
Bro, I saw my cousin get, bro.
Giz and get. Nails. But I think the thing on this map is the key eyes are a lot harder than the filler. So if you can hit the key eyes, you're looking pretty good on this. Still think this isn't Rail's single tap range, so he should be happy. One for it.
Scary.
I feel like we could actually see good scores on this. This is a kind of no mod free that's actually kind of easy to be consistent on, I feel like. It's just like getting to that mechanical level to actually play it is the hard part. So it only really has like one really gross pattern, which I feel is below average for an alt map. Just make sure not to flub the flow out like that. Yeah, that is no mod free. Just some nice swing ult with some light aim, but it's really about the aim control on these double patterns. And up next we have no mod 4. We have Voltix's free. This map, I think, got SR inflated a little bit. Well, all the maps have. This one is more notable. This, if you're wondering where the flow control was in your no mod free, it went here. If you like cut streams with some like a little bit of slider mixed in, but mostly cut patterns, this is your kind of map.
Yeah, huge cuts. Yeah, and you can't go wrong with a Sota Fujimori tech pick. And just like, yeah, some of these patterns which just kind of surprise you if you're not careful.
Yeah, if you want a good score on this, you might have to actually start to put in work. You might not be able to get away with practicing the map just once or twice anymore. Now, there is a bit of slider aim in here. I will say these sliders might look hard. I don't think they are crazy demanding to hit the slider ends off, because they're pretty linear, if that makes sense. But still quite easy to get caught out, especially if you're not a slider enjoyer.
Yeah, this little middle section might be key to get some free combo. Might wanna get some combo before heading into this one. But that is nuts actually. Brutal
Yeah,
section.
I mean, at this point, if you're not like a super big slider enjoyer, you can still probably eke out a good score on this map. I feel like, I mean, you just have to have the mental, man. It took me 25 runs on for WC no mod 4 to get an S rank on it. Just lock in. Where's my 20 practice shredders? But yeah, it's really about that cut flow. It is still some light like aim control on the snapping, but I feel like if you play lots of cut stream flow aim maps, this is the kind of map you'll like. But yeah, up next we have No Mod 5. Ooh. We have game set. A Toho background, nails. This is your polyrhythm, and also speed, because you need to be pretty fast to play this. It has some 1/6. I don't know if it has 1/8, because I did not look in the editor at the timing specifically. All I know is there's a lot of finger control. You might be able to mash through some of it, but if you aren't comfortable on the speed, you might end up mashing through a slow pattern. No Mod 5 went through lots of iteration. That's probably why you didn't see it. So a lot of the No Mod 5s are just too hard. Now, yeah, you kind of need to be John Double. They only got one aim map left until I hit there. Look, bro, you need to fix your aim arm. I don't know any other full area player that just loses their aim arm periodically. Oh yeah, these doubles are kind of demon. If you can like full ult, it might help. I wouldn't be able to tell on this kind of map. Otherwise, you need to be really good at single tapping. You're not gonna like the next map then, Safi. Yeah, you see in these slower ult sections, you have speed ups. That's where if you're a guy like Meteor who can just mash through fast stuff, if you try to mash there, you might just over tap the slow 1/3. Say 1/4 in this case. It's there's a 1/2 nails to put aim in my speed map. I think double elim was standard because it was standard in a lot of other esport games. Yeah, it's No Mod 5. It's quite rhythmically challenging and also a bit of an uncheesable speed map in my opinion. As long as you can play the tapping, you can probably get away with this map on just about anyone. Whereas if you can't, you're just gonna drop periodically on the speed. But that's No Mod 5. Up next we have No Mod 6. This is the last aim map Happy will see before he retires. Slider aim, oh, slider aim, what? This is the kind of map you need to practice. I will be like straight up here. You don't have to follow the sliders. You can like drop a lot of AC, but I feel like learning where you're meant to read on this map helps a lot. You know, our last No Mod 4 was pretty flow intensive. This one is sliders. Of course, you could be a chud and just like ignore the slider aim completely. The reason this exists is because No Mod 4 isn't really a slider map.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. You have your reading map, bro. Just wait, like a really long time. You're gonna have to weigh up whether it's worth trying to act these sliders. Some of them are pretty intuitive because they flow into the next pattern. Or they're pretty standalone. And I mean, the fella that did this replay is kind of beasting it out. My bad. Getting 98 in match would be very, very impressive to me. But when you see some of these sliders which don't really flow into the rest of the patterns, might be worth cheesing them and just not following them. If DT4 isn't 10.3 or higher, I'm rolling to see if I hit that. Gulp.
Nails.
But yeah, if you're an aim enjoyer, you'll probably really like this map. I feel like someone like Rail or P, they can get really good scores on this if they put in the effort.
It seems so fun to play, I feel like a beast.
Yeah, because it just has to stare through the window at like the fucking store, bro. Looking in at the bakery, wishing you could get some of the bread. Man, it seems so fun if I could play it. But I will say, even if you can't learn the sliders, like following them, you can learn how to play this map and get like a B rank FC. That would be pretty goated. A little bit more of a reading intensive aim map. At Meteor, if you can act this with like 97 and get a nice score on it, I'll be impressed. But this is also a long one. You have to be really consistent to get through this map. True, Hisapi fortunately broke both his arms in a car crash. He can't play it for more than 10 minutes a day before his aim arm flares up. If you do cheese every slider, by the way, you probably will actually be getting like 80% hack. It's also only 160. So if you play this like an aim map, it's a 160 BPM aim map. How wholesome. But that's all the no mods. Now we have Hidden 1. Hisapi might be on life support after Hidden 1. If you play lots of 20s, you might know this map. I don't think anyone does though. This is an Aza top play. It's AR9. You no longer can laugh as a hidden player. Oh yeah, and the intro is kinda demon. Yeah, this map. See, there's some recognition. People kind of shredded last week's Hidden 1. We got way too many good scores in it from people that weren't even hidden players.
The non-use was like such a fake hidden one. Unfortunately.
This is a real hidden one. It has a bit of an aim density and low AR comfort, like most ones are meant to test. And it has a bit of a reading aspect for 1/3. But I mean, knowing some of the players we have, we still might get an FC on this map for some reason. Like, the FCing's meant to stop now, guys. You're not meant to like 1 mil like half the map pool. Oh, this map also doesn't have the cancer 1/3 of Doom.
These
So if you can play this,
brutal.
oh, it's only 190. Keep that in mind. If you're comfortable at AR9 hidden, these jumps aren't actually like super duper terrible. They're still like really hard, don't get me wrong. But they'll look way worse than they are. This is also a bit of a longer one at 3 minutes. Gotta test your consistency now. It means there's a bit less luck involved if it's super long. But I wouldn't say this is super duper long. If you're like a P, or maybe even a rail, I don't even know if you'll get to... Actually no, they play each other, they might leave it open. We might actually see it.
I mean, Rail's complaining about 9.4, so...
Yeah, but he's a LARP. Don't listen to him.
That is true.
This guy's been in on Hidden 2 before. Just see if you can one-up Aza by assessing this map in match instead of in solo. I think there's one demon pattern bit ending now. It's been a hot minute since I last played through this all the way. Oh, and by the way, this map got buffed like a whole ass star in the rework with Hidden. It went from 6.8 with Hidden to 7.8. So if you're wondering why 7.8 star map is in the pool, I think this map is not 7.8 stars. I think it got buffed way too hard.
Yeah, that ending spikes like crazy as well. So
That's Hidden 1.
Hidden 2.
I didn't look at Hidden 2. This is a surprise to me as well.
Dreamcatcher.
Hell, 170.
Of course, Violet hopped on this one because him being the K-pop band.
What the hell is squares? How am I meant to play this? The hell is overlaps and squares? How am I meant to play this? So now the hidden twos aren't just like, can you play ARA aim? You actually have to play the map.
Yeah.
Can't just get away with sight reading, because those overlaps are a little bit tricky. But it isn't just a pure memory map. You have to be able to play area hidden aim still. I wonder if P and Rail will play this. I feel like both of them could probably do it.
Yeah, it'll be interesting whether... Could we even see like a bad angle from Rail? Because I don't know, P's low-key kind of good on this. Or...
Nails.
I don't know, we'll have to see.
Low aim, what the hell? It's kind of demon flow aim, but accelerates. That's fucked up, I can't play that. This is a map that I feel like there's a few players as well that might be able to practice their way to it at Hasapi. You know, if you put in a little bit of practice.
A stream that goes back in itself. Be careful.
But knowing NZ player base, I don't know if they'll practice it just yet. Maybe if a prize pool is $1 million.
Also, we should probably mention that, like, all the replays so far except Hidden 1 and Nomad 1 are by Violet. So shout out to him. No one wanted him when it was done by Easiest.
But no longer will we be terrorized by Jeremy playing Hidden 2 and not getting 10k points. Thank goodness.
That is a scary pattern as well, going into these sliders.
Yeah,
And
if
find
seeing this
no
would be
dice.
pretty impressive. I would be quite surprised if someone FC'd it, but up next, I think this is probably one of the easier maps. We have Genso Kappa Ko Shinkyoku with Hidden. Hidden 3 was originally way too hard, so now it's pretty chill.
Capachongos Deluxe.
We're gonna make the easy diff of this. Like, we're gonna slap it in round of 32, but then it's like, it might be too hard. This is CS6 flow ult. I don't think there's like nearly any snap ult in this map. If it is, it's easy snap ult.
Probably the most accessible map if you're a non-hidden player, I would say.
Kind of. The light cuts aren't that bad. CS6 though, you need to be pretty good on that aim comfort. This kind of plays like your stereotypical KCGs to stop Hard Rock 2. Not an aim map though. Hisapi -1 to his FF chances. I hope. It might still be an aim map, I don't know. But yeah, this is probably the most accessible map in the pool, to be honest. I feel like a lot of people will be able to play it quite nicely.
This map
As long
also
as you're not...
seems so fun, actually.
As long as you're not terrible at precision. It's a nice little respite. It really is just lots and lots of low ult. But you might get to see what we originally pulled for this in Grand Finals next week. I think the light flow element of this might actually make it inaccessible to at least one player. Because you actually need to be somewhat proficient on reading just the stacks in general.
Yeah.
But since the BPM's so low, it actually makes flow aiming this a bit easier with Hidden. Again, it's just another massive consistency tick. It's okay, Hisapi. You have your arm, I have my laptop. We all have our issues in life. Ooh, cut doubles, kind of nails. But this is also going to be an interesting one of the winners bracket match between P and Rail. I've mentioned it a lot, but it's kind of funny. They're both like the best precision players in the tournament, and they both will enjoy Hidden. Might get to see this map get picked. It's only 145 as well. It's still in that single tap range.
There's no way Rail is single tapping this the whole way through. I will not believe it until I see it.
I'd believe it. Oh yeah, it might actually become a stamina map for him, eh?
Genuinely.
This is a bit of a long one though again. It kind of steps up this final quarter. Look, you have to actually accelerate and decelerate in your flow aim. What the hell?
Spacing does change.
Me when I have to read. Fuck! Fuck! I have to read the map. And even some light or wiggles. Ooh, it's scary. Try not to chain miss and lose all your score. Lots and lots of flow with your precision. That's kind of just this map summarized.
This kind of just keeps on going.
Yeah, you don't get a break. Never-ending flow ult patterns that slowly ramp up in difficulty, and before you know it, your aiming wiggles. But I think this is probably one of the most FCable maps in the pool. I'm gonna be straight up. That's hidden free though. Up next, hidden 4.
Wait. I just realized.
I'm waiting.
There's 2 hidden 4s. Which one do I pick?
What do you mean? You mean replays?
Yeah. There's a.
The most.
Would you? Are you seeing my problem?
Scrolling up, I feel like we use this one. No, is this the right one? Yeah, it is.
Okay, sure. All right.
This makes up for all the aim maps, Hasapi. It's AR-10, 240 BPM. It's short as well.
This guy always has some critique. Complaining about the OD9.
39 GG. He might get me in for a time. This guy's gotta be traumatized picking into speed. I don't think it's ever worked for him. It's kind of fucked up, actually. He nearly lost no mod 5 in the round of 16, and then he loses DT3, and then he lost no mod 5 in DT3. I feel bad for him. The other replay, I didn't see the other replay, I just chose the first one I saw.
Oh, yeah, that was a replay by Beast Foil, which is a 97 FC.
It's okay. Massive thank you to Geenfo, he's one of the people that playtested a shit ton for us.
Yeah.
He pulled an actual 9 to 5. But I hope this one's this cheesable. I hope the Get a Speed player wins on this one finally. This map is like 7.7 stars post rework. Like it's kind of hard. Like I feel like nobody's cheesing these doubles anymore, bro. Right? So hopefully the better aim player just doesn't win. Betrayed Bean Boy, I'm a fake. Fuck. I mean, you don't even need to be able to play hidden. If it's AR-10,
Surely.
I can play AR-10 hidden maps like they're no mod. I think everyone here should be fine reading this map. I can't think of anyone that can't read this, at least.
Nope.
Not to forget about the ult though. I mean, I think the only match where if you break on the ult you'll be upset is if Orb and Hisapi 1v1 on this. Change your mind. I don't think we can change our mind of a lunatic, unfortunately. Ooh, that's that map. Hooray.
That's it for, and now we on to the Hard Rocks. Hooray. Hard Rock 1.
Zetsu Thanatos. Thanos.
Not the old set, but the new Nevo set.
GG, another aim map for the aim enjoyers. Life truly is cruel to speed players sometimes. This is an awkward aim. Oh yeah, and I hope you can hit 5 notes of 200 BPM.
There's a lot of that.
If you made it to if you made it to finals and you can't burst 5 notes of 200, I'd be concerned.
Who knows, man?
But you never know.
Injured Hisapi.
But that's his aim arm, not his tapping arm.
You never know.
On Hesbo's 1/3 to make sure you aren't just like an aim chud. This is the kind of map I feel like you might like. Definitely Jeremy as well, someone that could just run this map.
For sure.
A lot of people thought the hard rocks last week were way too easy. This map's way harder. Oh, there's also doubles. But you have to be a pretty well-rounded player to be able to play this. You have to be able to play 1/3 aim and some very light tapping. A polyrhythm agenda. Wow, he knows! He knows! Ever since I learned Nomad Freezer or polyrhythm maps, been my secret agenda this whole time.
Those are some brutal
wiggle.
1/3. I can see a lot of people potentially catching a break on that.
As long as you're prepared for those 1/3, they aren't actually that bad because they're pretty comfy as a BPM. But if you aren't ready, you will like not snap the right one. It'll be sad. It's not a diagonal wiggle, so it's not the end of the world. Nails. Yeah, we might see some nice scores on this. This map's probably harder to be consistent on than it looks just because of those 1/3 patterns. But if we saw a good score on this, I'd be quite happy. And also watch out for those doubles. Those doubles are actually kind of hard. If you try to aim the center, you have to be pretty damn centered. In fact, I don't think it's smart to aim the center of them. And the ending's kind of demon.
This like raises up in like 10 sets of 5 BPM or 10. So if you're wondering why you're under tapping, that is the reason why
Even the map speeds up.
you need to get your tapping up.
Even the map is fast.
And
Let's HR1 and to continue the agenda in Hard Rock.
the
And Hard Rock 2.
Hard Rock agenda needs to be fulfilled.
Hard Rock 2 is pretty short. There's like one player in particular that might be happy with this map, I hope. Maybe two. It's pretty precise, eh?
Yeah, keeping with the CS 7.8 Hard Rock 2.
If you are a precision enjoyer, this map is for you. This is probably the map I am best at on this pool, unironically. If you are not comfortable at this sort of CS, then this map will literally never be accessible to you. But if you are, enjoy, man. Big geometric patterns, big aim. If you are one of the precision enjoyers, have fun. We solved pooling. You should have seen ONZ5D round of 32. There's like a 20-second DT2. I remember it because I lost to Basilisk on it. His ass like shook so hard, but he still FC'd.
This is CS sorry, SR.
CS6 base.
Yeah, but the SR is 7.17. So that's
Precision buff. They saved.
yeah.
Yeah, I'd shake too. The score would be sick. It's not quite El Sondito Fire Rage diff, but it is damn close. And up next, we have a custom. This is an old version of the custom because we got a replay for the old version, but there's a new version. I don't think it's crazy different.
Yeah, I think there's like a spinner added where in some place where it wasn't, and
Nameless.
a small couple of technical changes from the mapper here and there, which shouldn't actually take. It's not a huge difference. But yeah, this is your custom from Suboku.
This was gonna be pulled in semis, but then it was made late, so now it's here in finals with Hard Rock added. So hopefully it isn't too easy.
Yeah, and classic
Can you find the button?
Kiko Hana map. Yes, I can. Took me 2 clicks.
GG, the aim agenda keeps winning. Yeah, tapping, reading, pretty important on this map. If you aren't comfortable tapping fast into tapping slow, the polyrhythm agenda keeps winning. Hacking this map is pretty hard, I will say that. The mix of aim, alt, and tapping, all with the OD10. I mean, some pretty comfy sliders mixed in.
Every map I've played of the song is just so impossible, and Sudoku could add to that.
Oh. Guess just a guy looking through the bakery window again.
Yeah. Because like Smokeland had a map setup for which I just did not enjoy playing, but the song is so banger, you just play it anyways.
I imagine in practice this map might serve as a bit of a tapping check.
Yeah.
Just because there's so many 1/6 man, like you have to be kind of a beast. What's the base BPM? Do you know, Giz? Because I don't. In the slightest, no.
Let's find out. It is 240.
240.
Yeah.
Actual speed map? What the hell? Why are we pulling DT1 and Hard Rock? Polyrhythm agenda. He knows. I guess this does come close to being polyrhythmic. It's not no mod 3 though, so it can't be polyrhythm. It's just the way the world works. If we pulled Sputnik in the hidden slot, it wouldn't be polyrhythm anymore. It'd be reading. But I feel like this should still be good enough difficulty for this pool. As long as you can tap, yeah. It's hopefully a comfy little 240 aim check for you now. And if you can't, then you can just like fight for your life mashing through. Come on, try not to get buzz lighted. That would rage bait me if I got buzz lighted. But yeah, last quarter? I haven't seen the last quarter of this. But this map looks like it flows quite nicely if you play through it. If you understand what I mean, like the patterns all aim into each other quite nicely. Looks fun. Hopefully we see it get picked. The custom mappers were fighting for their life this year. That is all I will say.
Yep.
So no promises if there are any more customs beyond this one. But that's map.
Yeah, I
Thank
think
you,
this part,
Sudoku.
that part literally becomes spinner. That's like one of the changes.
Spin to win, GG.
Yeah.
MVL versus Basilisk, for those who know. But now,
Hard Rock 4.
males.
I don't know, Dan. Did they
Males.
have anything to say? Oh no.
It's probably my favorite map.
Alright, let's see it.
I really like this map, guys. Probably my favorite map. I've been waiting so long for ONZO to have Sidetrack Day. You know, I've been asking since 2023. This map plays like utter ass in tournament. I just want you all to know, like, I'm the only reason this map is here. I straight up said, you know, this map is complete dog shit to play in a match. But now it's here. The prophecy. The prophecy has been fulfilled. The Joker's now dead. Because it's achieved its peak. This is Sidetrack Day. It's the Dendy set. I think this joke has been like half beaten to death already. I like looked through the server history in ONZO26 and I said it. I first asked for a pool to have Sidetrack Day in 2023. Then Kakat did his 4WC where every map was replaced with Sidetrack Day. Then it went into inactivity. But yeah, be glad it wasn't pulled in grants on like the Chansey set. The Chansey set probably plays even worse. But this is your flow aim check. If this is your consistency flow aim check. If you can play this kind of map, you should just be FCing it in match every time you play it. Bro, the 4WC incident, nobody believed it was the real pull. The only person that said it was Aussie, but I know like 4 people didn't play tryouts because they thought there was no pull for it.
Dude, that's kind of an insane moment.
But now it's real. Anyways, thank you Dasher for the replay. I had to really tap into my inner beast. And by tap into my inner beast, I had to go on my computer on Nelson to get the replay. If you're like Kermit pilled, you might think it's an aim map. But I mean, I hit the jump, so it can't be that hard, right? Besides, if you miss on the jumps, the other person just note locks the ending. So ending is actually kind of hard. I actually liked that pull. It probably is your best pull, Cat.
I wasn't even playing 4WC at all, and I just clicked on it out of curiosity, and even I knew that it was just the real pull masquerading as Sidetrack Day. Come on, Aussie, lock in.
Ooh. Hey man, I thought it wasn't real at first either. It took me like a week, and when I didn't see there's a new one, because I looked at it and thought it was too good to be true. I just didn't click on the maps. But something to note, these streams are actually really spaced. Like, pretty consistently. It's really comfy spacing, but if you can't play streams, you kind of get leg broken. Oh, that 4WC pull is where Amaze has his 450k on the No Mod 4 from semis. Why do you spin like that? My bad. Damn. Oh yeah, and these should be holding their 99.7. This map probably is also a massive nerve check because there honestly isn't that much to miss on until the very end. You really have to be strong at not shaking because I can tell you from experience, the map CS is just high enough to where if you start shaking, the flowing becomes 10 times harder. We just be saying anything about spinning. It's usually around this part I start to feel nervous on this map if I'm FCing. Try not to miss on the kick slided jumps, that'd be really sad. And then there's the little pause right here. So the streams actually become spaced, where they stop touching for a little bit. They start social distancing. What? The replay had a 700 back in 2016. This ending's really spaced though. If you get through that, there's one spaced part left on the very end. And then, like, don't miss on the ending. This is actually the hardest part of the map. You develop Parkinson's on this ending.
Look at this shake. Oh my god.
The ending's rough, man.
Oh.
And then you do that. You want to kill yourself.
Oh my god.
This should have been TB. How did a replayer not kill themselves? They must be very mentally strong. Anyways, thank you to the replayer for this map. If you pick this and match in FC, you don't get a prize because I don't think it's that hard.
Damn.
But you'll have my eternal gratitude and I'll glaze you. Up next for DT1 though. John Beast. I set this replay like 10 seconds ago. How did he do it?
How did he do it?
What?
So, DT1. 240 BPM.
Yeah, this is some aim. I think the hard part of this map, apart from the kick sliders, is the bursts. The bursts, what do I want to call them? They're like anti-flow. Like the last note of a burst is furthest away from the aim pattern. I mean, the first note of a burst is. The last note of a burst is closest. Wait, this guy's goated. He can just cursor dance on this map. But lots of triples. Some people might actually get speed gated on this, but I hope they don't. Because, I mean, John Beast could do it.
Yeah, you know, when you go into, you know, you decrease the BPM of your DT1s, you tend to have, like, the bigger jumps come in.
Yeah. That does apply here.
Unfortunately, not your 340 BPM aim slot, which has circles, not social distancing.
Did you get a map of kick slider with triple? A bit less generic than your average DT slot, unfortunately, for all the DT slop requesters. But if you're an actual DT aim enjoyer, you should probably enjoy this one. It has a bit of a tapping, but FC it and you get lots of PP. Oh yeah, I think the ending steps it up a little bit.
I've actually never heard the full song of this.
I have. Not to brag, but this is actually my top play now.
No way.
No way. Thank you, John Beast. These kick slider jumps are actually kind of demonic. I'll say that. You actually need to be able to read DT aim really well. Like, the aim on these sliders, it's really easy to misread if you aren't like a 10.3 shredder.
Yeah, you gotta have that supreme 10.3 reading if you wanna put up a good score on this.
Hopefully we don't see like FC wars with like 92 100 versus 100 on this.
That was a crazy spin.
Where this guy's kind of goated, but up next, DT2.
Nails.
Paranoia.
Classic
What the hell?
DT2 song. IK.
Those who tap at 225 notes, beats per minute. This is stamina. There's already a lot of higher BPM tapping in this pool mixed in with lots of the maps. This kind of isolates the skill set of stamina just in this map. It's probably pretty accessible for most people. But like, the streams are pretty long.
Yeah, these like 5-note bursts into slider. If you got that unlocked, you're doing kind of well.
Oh, we pulled Paranoia before though, I just remembered. Nails. We pulled a 190 version. Sorry, Cat pulled a 190 version of this as a No Mod 2 one.
Yeah, it was like, was it the same map?
No.
No.
It's a very different map.
Yeah, okay. Because that was a straight up a No Mod 2.
This is a No Mod 2, just with DT.
Very true.
Sorry for truth nuking. Hopefully you don't get like Hasapi incidented on this map. I feel like this is much harder to mash through because it's literally non-stop tapping. Like, I feel like you just run out of stamina mashing. Yeah. We might actually see an FC on this one though. I think this is one of the more FCable maps. I mean, speed is like that in general, but there's a lot less to miss on if you can tap this.
Yeah, just the caliber of players we have from the speed side of things. Most definitely could see some scores very close to an FC, if not an FC. As we get into your longer streams here.
Your John tapping DT2. And up next, if that wasn't enough tapping for you, we have DT3. This is a 270 BPM, it's kind of fast. It's like just a little bit. Hit the spacebar, please. Thank you. I don't know this song. What the hell? So like, if you have the stamina to play DT2, you might not be able to play this one. I feel like a good example might be Jeremy. He might be able to play DT2. I don't think he can play this. You have that 270 aim with a lot of tapping, with some light tech added on. All at 10.3, so you actually need to be pretty comfortable reading 10.3 again, but you actually have to be good at aim and tapping. You need the whole shebang.
The whole shebang.
But I will say the aim is probably easier than the tapping for like most people. Nails, doubles. I feel like this might be a kind of map Rail would enjoy. If you can tap it. Otherwise, good luck Hasapi and Porp. Oh yeah, this map also got like nuked by the SR rework up to 7.7 or some shit. But I mean, it's probably like the same, maybe slightly harder to aim than last week DT1, right? Good FC then on command.
This just requires like, yeah, very good 10.2 reading and just your fingers
It's just a DT mechanic check.
Yeah, your fingers gotta make sense of this.
DT4, this will determine if Hasapi forfeits. The hell?
Oh wait, nails.
AR 10.4. It's not even 10.3. This is Don't You Want to See Me? Jellyfish. 228 BPM. This map is a massive ACK challenge. These doubles are like a really fuck-ass BPM.
Yeah.
I will let you know that. If you can ACK this and get like above 95, you're probably like the GOAT.
It's kind of in a weird BPM range where it's like, can you even call this ult? Can we?
It does have some DT ult adjacent patterning. The
Yeah.
AR is high enough to make it a bit of a reading check, like most DT ult maps are intended. And like patterns like this are pretty DT ult pilled.
Yeah, I agree. It's just maybe a bit on the faster side, but hey, that's DT for you. So
Is this map good enough to make you not FF happy? Or is it a name map? Fuck. This map had a lot of discussion. It nearly got replaced, but it didn't. It's pretty accessible again. The really big thing is, if you can ACK these doubles, you are probably the second coming of Kainan. I'm pretty sure the doubles are like 400 BPM. Like, you basically have to double tap them.
oh, unlucky.
Sunyan. But otherwise, I feel like this map's actually somewhat comfortable. As long as... I feel like every player left can read this AR still. We don't have any, like, AR disabled, like, no mod chuds left. It does have a light tapping requirement, but I don't think anyone should be too gatekept by it. It is really just going to be reading consistency and, like, comfort on tapping 400 BPM doubles.
Yeah, these sliders are like kind of comfy. Like they're kind of going in like merry-go-round.
Oh, and we only have one map left as well.
Yeah.
After this. Nails. I can't believe Braille predicted would pull sidetrack Deva. How could he have told? I feel like one person has predicted it like every stage. It's kind of like a winning bet. At Kermit, you owe me fish and chips. He said if I pulled sidetrack day, he'd get me fish and chips for free, so now he fucking owes me. But that's DT4, that's your high AR reading. Kind of DT adjacent map. Up next, the last DT. You might recognize this map. The players in the tourney, they might have played this already, in fact. This is where your no mod reading went. Yeah, it's way too hard. Straight up.
A bit of a throwback for half of the people playing this tournament at this stage, I think. Except they're not playing it no mod. They are playing this with the double time modification.
I mean, in some way, Aussie, he has like a little bit of sense in that statement. AR9 probably does make this more accessible for most of the players in the tournament. So if they really want to grind this out with the practicing, it might actually be somewhat more comfortable just because it's AR9 and not AR7. It is definitely not easier, I will tell you that.
From a reading perspective, I can see people having a nicer time on this, but...
You don't like shitness because it's AR7, but now you're like missed because it's really fucking hard. Yeah, it's the same density, but like You know, like the immediate AR difference. Some people just are like completely disabled on AR7. It's kind of funny. It's like the density doesn't matter. It's like the AR.
Yeah,
You can probably also like mash your way through a little bit of this map, as we're seeing.
Shout out to Easiest for this replay.
Pretty sure I said to like move it to Grands, but it never did. We never got a replacement. It was quite sad. So I don't know if for reading. I don't think for DT reading will scale much harder than this. I'll be completely honest with you. This is probably like the hardest it's going to get reading wise. Unless someone FCs, but for someone FCs this, it might get harder. But I don't think anyone will. I'd be very impressed. Yeah, we have Sidetrack Day. We can overpull that next time. But now we just have the tiebreaker. That's your reading check. AR9, 190 BPM.
Yeah,
I mean, you play the map already, bro. Literally everyone except me was an OWC. And Rail, I guess.
Now this tiebreaker, probably a throwback for some of the more seasoned ONZO players. Got a Sparks map in Doom, a Sparks song in Doom Grotto, mapped by Ancient.
It's a custom from 2023.
Yep, it is a custom. And this replay is by the one and only
Kakat.
Nicholas, as they say these days.
Yeah, low budget. We couldn't order a custom song by Sparks. I'm sorry. But yeah, this map, I feel like it's high-key being forgotten by most of the player base. It only has 200 plays. This is just part of a polyrhythm agenda, as Happy has figured out.
The second Sparks map we've had. That's
Gotta give it NZ rep, bruh. But I wanted this to be in Finals TV since round of 16, because I felt bad that this map just never got played again. Like deadass, who knows this map, bruh? But if you played the Sparks TB in round of 16, imagine it, but like harder in every way. This is just the hardest map in the pool. You should be happy about this is Happy. This is actually a pretty speed-pilled TB. It's got a lot of that, like, ult-adjacent fast aim that a lot of people enjoy. But you can't be a slouch at tapping either. This map actually takes practice.
Yeah, lots of changes in like motifs and
the tapping in this?
Yeah, you kind of get thrown with everything.
I will say the tapping in this is still pretty mashable until the ending. Which makes it pretty much an alt TB for the most part until that ending. But this map, definitely the hardest one. Like, if you can 300k this, you are like OWC ready. Straight up.
It sounds kind of Toho-like with some of the sounds. So I wouldn't be surprised.
What the hell, flow aim? This is
Whoa.
some pretty technical flow aim. I don't actually know what BPM it is either. I don't think it's 200.
No.
Lots of flow ult now. You know, we had the aim section for the aim enjoyers. Now we have the flow section for the flow enjoyers. And also, there's like a wholesome like coming of age tiebreaker because this was grand finals in 2023, but now it's in finals because you guys are better than Cat in 2023. I hope.
That is
Maybe
so
Saiku too.
wholesome chungus.
Let's freaking go, gang. I hope you enjoy Hard Rock 4, Jeremy. I pulled it just for you. Also, this is like 6 minutes 20. It's a long one, but you just gotta beast it out, man. Oh yeah, it starts to speed up on the ending. Yeah, 2023 Cat is kind of a beast. Now here's the actual, like, it starts to speed up quite a bit on the ending. But I mean, if you can combo through the first half of this map, I feel like chain missing on the ending won't do too much for your score. I will recommend practicing this if you think your match has TB potential.
The bells of doom.
You haven't improved often, Jeremy? Oh. Quite a few of these players have. You know, in 2024, P actually did worse than me on nearly every map in 4WC qualifiers. And now I'm the chud. What happened, bruh?
I beat P in like ONZ5D like 5 years ago.
Yeah, now you're a chud.
I could be like,
But not to...
dude, I could be in like the campfire, like, you know, like when I'm like 60 years old and be like, yeah, I beat that goat.
Best of me with Rail, but it wasn't in the Stone Ages. I beat Rail last year. It's not a big deal. He just kind of sucks. It went to tiebreaker. It's no big deal. But yeah, this ending, if you're a speed player, is probably the easiest part. If you're not, it's like the hardest part by far. But that's your pool. It's really big. I hope you enjoy the big obese pool. Leave your feedback in 20 Flame. Make sure to direct all your hate to my DMs because I personally picked every single map. But yeah, that should be it. Remember to schedule the few matches we have left.
Yeah.
And
Thank you for
stay
attending this
tuned.
showcase.
Yeah. But bye bye for now. Any VODs, just for that, you're not getting it until tomorrow.
I'm gonna schedule the VOD and schedule channel. All right. We'll
But yeah,
see you guys later. Bye bye.
bye bye.